Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by Sportsman's Warehouse and the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency.
Hey, welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 here in Memphis and 92.9 HD and FM. And for all you folks out in Brownsville, Tennessee, 1520 AM and 95.3 FM. And in Jackson, News Talk 101.5. We appreciate Alan Houston stepping in with us, talking about his elk trip to Colorado. And, of course, Dave Gabbert, this is first Saturday. And
he's roughing it in Hawaii.
He's roughing it in Hawaii. I don't know if we've had any calls before from Hawaii.
I don't either.
But that you hear that other voice, that is our good friend Gene Smith is with us on this first Saturday. And I had a chance at the Southeastern Outdoor Press Association, one of my favorite things, and, of course, is the breakout day, and I get to meet some folks and renew a lot of friendship. Well, we had a chance to visit with Paige Darden. She is the marketing for MyTopo Terrain, Navigator Pro, and I don't know, but I'm going to ask her, what's the temperature in Billings, Montana?
You know, we had a record cold this week. It was below zero for the first time in October in recorded history.
So what was the wind chill then?
Well, it's warm enough this weekend, thank goodness.
Okay.
So today is supposed to be pretty nice, but earlier in the week
was it up to 3 now?
-7 wind chill.
Oh my goodness! But well, let's talk about MyTopo, because you guys have looking at this. I think you're 1999, 20 years. This
20 years.
Been going and started in Red Lodge, Montana. And moved to Billings about 15 years ago, and I'm really fascinated, Paige, in the evolution of the MyTopo, because
we started to solve a common problem. Yep, I bet many of your listeners have had this issue where you go to buy a USGS quad map, and the area you're going to hunt is in the corner of 4 of them.
Yes, it is.
So what we did is we made the USGS topographic map database all seamless, which was really innovative 20 years ago. Now it's not, you see it a lot, but a lot of different products have used an integrated database of all the USGS topo maps. But back in the day, it was, it was hard to come by an integrated database where the whole United States is seamless and you can scroll around and see any area. Still today, if you order them from the government, you have to order it by the USGS quad. But if you come to us, we've got it where you can center your ranch, your hunting property, your hunting camp, your favorite wildlife management area. You can center it right on one map and only have to carry one good waterproof, tear-resistant map out in the field with you with UV fade-resistant waterproof inks, and it'll last you a lifetime.
Well, that's what they had a little promo for all of us writers down at Oxford, and of course I jumped on that thing in a hurry and was able to make a copy of the McCrory Farm where I hunt in Hardeman County, and I zeroed in on that thing, and it's amazing. I mean, and it's coming.
Well, and it used to be, you could just do topo maps.
That's right, yeah.
You can do aerials. We've got 2 choices. You can do an aerial map, which is a picture taken from an airplane, or you can do a satellite map, which is a picture taken from a satellite.
Amazing.
Sometimes the aerials are better and they're a lot less expensive, and sometimes the satellites are a little better, but we give you the choice. So you can look at either one. And then we also have a hybrid, which is where we take the aerial map and overlay a topo map. So drain all the color out of the topo map and just overlay the contour lines, which are really nice for where you can study it and figure out where game might have a food or water source, and be able to travel between their bedding, their food, their water sources without being discovered. So you like to know where the openings are and where the forested areas are.
And the amazing thing, you've been with this company for a pretty good while, Paige, and you've seen the changes over the years, but at the same time, I like a map. Okay, I know that. Okay, I like a map in my backpack or whatever I might come into. I can use different social medias and things along that, guys. But you guys at MyTopo, my mind's going crazy here on Saturday morning. But you guys know how to navigate and enable people to not only get to where they want to go, but at the same time see the lay of the land.
More detail.
Well,
yeah.
More detail, yeah. Yeah.
You know, we advocate for using every tool you can to not get lost.
Yes.
So we don't, we don't want to see anybody get lost. It's we don't want our tax dollars going to search and rescue groups having to come get you when you could have, when you didn't, if you'd done a little preparation, you could have avoided that. So, but what we don't want is people getting over reliant on that blue dot and
yes,
thinking,
right.
Here's, I'm just going to look down at my little 2-inch screen on my phone or my GPS device and see that blue dot and think I'm okay. And then next thing you know, you're out of batteries. We've heard it all. The GPS got run over by the truck. It fell out of your pocket when you leaned over, and it's down in the bottom of the river now.
No service. No service.
Every kind of service, everything. So what you want to do is every 30 minutes you want to look at that blue dot and transfer that coordinate to your paper map, to your printed map.
Yes.
And then you at all times are sort of tracking your progress, and you know where you are at all times.
Well, it's again we're talking to Paige Darden of marketing from MyTopo, Terrain Navigator. Let's talk about this Terrain Navigator Pro.
Terrain Navigator Pro is a professional software. It's used by the folks that are going to come and get you if you do need to get rescued. It's used by lots of the search and rescue folks. It's used by surveyors, oil and gas, foresters. A lot of your foresters down in Tennessee, in your area.
Oh yeah,
It's got all the measuring tools, so they can look at a stand of trees and figure out how many acres it is and do a bid for going and cutting the timber. A lot of foresters use it for measuring. They look at it for pre-bid work. They study the maps and figure out what kind of equipment they're going to need, how they're going to access properties. All that kind of thing, and it's accurate enough that it can even in the construction industry, it can save them from they can get close enough measurements to do their bids and get an idea of what kind of what the project's going to look like without having to rent the high cost precision technology.
And I know the information to tell our listeners how they get more information. Because that's the key right here.
Well, our website is mytopo.com, and you can get information on the software product, or you can order your maps. MyTopo is your best entry place to come to order the maps. And you can also call me. We've got a toll-free number, and we're happy to take calls.
Yeah, it's amazing that you can actually get to a real person, and you're not going to have to pay an arm and a leg, as the old expression goes.
Well, I tell you a funny story. My home phone number got published in American Hunter magazine with 1.3 million readers.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my goodness. Okay.
Collect calls.
I bet they found you, didn't they? Yeah.
I spent about a year of my life, all hours
boy.
of the night, which was fun because I had a newborn baby at home, and so I'd be up rocking a baby and talking on the phone with somebody helping make their map.
You don't have a landline now, do you? So, I don't. I got rid of my landline now because too many people found me. We
are still happy to take calls, and I'm happy to give that number out to you. It's 877-587-9004.
And we're going to post all of this. Will be on lroutdoors.com. Give you the information, folks. Because when you go to the website there, it was pretty cool with mytopo.com. You can see all the different maps.
And there's a big red button that says "Find a Map."
It's it, and that's what I found. If I can do it, okay. Everybody said he can do it.
You can't beat a handheld map.
You can't.
You cannot.
Well, I know that.
I know. I've been lost before.
No, we're not going to get into that. Okay, we're not going to get into that. That's a whole other story and everything. But this is really interesting, folks.
No excuse to get lost now. It's real bad PR for me when
that's true.
Lost.
I hadn't thought about that. We don't want to make anything wrong with that. Paige, thank you. I can't wait to get my map. Should be coming in the mail any day now, and I'm going to be talking about this, folks, and we'll talk down the road with you again because this is a fascinating company that's been around 20 years, and you need this. If you're this is deer season. We're getting ready to hit into that. We're getting ready to search and rescue. We've got a guy.
Well, listen.
Yes,
I tell you, and everybody that lets you hunt on their property, give them a map for Christmas, and you'll be able to hunt on their property for the next 5 decades.
Hey, I just
They'll be
thought
Good
of that.
idea.
Pretty cheap. Yeah.
Good idea.
Thank you, Paige. I want to put that down right
All
now.
righty.
Okay, I got it. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, friends.
Talking.
Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. I was, and we won't get into all this, but this day and time, of course, I got lost last year on my property that I've hunted forever, but I didn't know exactly what was behind what I was hunting in until I was trying to find a deer that I did not know there was a 40-foot gully
boy.
back in there. And of course, everybody's heard me tell that story, is that I was hunting with a friend of mine who can't hear out of one ear. And so every time I'd holler, he had his head turned the wrong way. And eventually we found each other. But this map that I've got coming lays out the complete land. I'm going to have it with me. But like she said, you can go and get your apps on there and follow these different things. But that's mytopo.com, mytopo.com. And I think the page is... she'll take your call. Did you hear that number? Just call 1-878-587-9004. You ask for Paige Darden, she'll take your call. Another guy's going to take her call, and we come right back. I've known him since he's a little boy. He's not a little boy anymore. He's got on his full body vest and everything. Always look forward. There's a big event today, and I know this event is something that this guy does and a lot of other people do. Payback time. Payback time for someone that a lot of folks loved, and this is something that it's time to give back in his name. So we'll be right back to talk about today's 3rd annual Brent Delo Bass Tournament at McKellar Lake. We'll be right back.